So tonight I watched this collection of Paul Fejos movies that I bought from Criterion at their 50% off sale. And I was looking it up and I realized now that Lonesome, the main film on here, actually played at the TCM Film Festival a couple years ago. And if I remember correctly, I couldn't find my schedule thing. I have it in a box somewhere. But I remember correctly, I think this was one of the ones I really wanted to see that festival, but I missed it because I was like waiting in line for something else, or like we left one screening and tried to get to this one. Regardless, I missed it, and then I forgot all about it. And then the Criterion sale was coming up, and I saw this box, and I was like, I need this. I mean, look at that box. So I had like. It was Barnes and Noble, so I had the 50% off, plus I had a 20% off coupon, so I paid nothing for this. It was 3 movies. It's amazing. And free shipping. So basically I paid nothing. That said, I'd never heard of Paul Fejos before. He's Hungarian, and he made films in Hungary, then he came to America. And according to his Wikipedia page, he was bumming a ride back from stealing fruit in Pasadena when he got picked up by a rich New Yorker who was on his way to California to start with dreams of producing films. And he convinced the guy to give him $5,000, which at that time was about 1% of what a film would cost. And then he, Fejos, convinced some of his actor friends to be in it for free. And then he made a movie. And that one's a lost film. It's called The Last Moment. Which is a bummer. But then he got under contract by Carl Laemmle at Universal, and that's how we got Lonesome, which is from 1928, and it's about 2 people. It's sort of similar to The Crowd, but less sad. It's about 2 people who are working stiffs. One's works in some industrial something, and then the woman is a phone operator, and they are sad, lonely people, and all their friends have dates for the 4th of July weekend, and they do not. And then they see a band playing with an advertisement for Coney Island, and they were turned down going with their friends, and then they were like, oh, I'll go. Then they meet each other and have a cute, a lot of cute meet stuff and cute things and cute stuff, and then I'm not going to tell you how it ends because that would ruin the movie. But the film's interesting because it was made at the cusp, right after the Jazz Singer was filmed, was released. So the studio had them add some talkie stuff. So they there's 3 scenes where they talk, and it's really the actors talking. It's really strange because a lot of the film has intertitles, and even including the intertitles for dialogue, and then you have these 3 talking scenes, and you're like, what? But it also uses a lot of sound effects, and I said it's like The Crowd. There's tons of crowd scenes, and there's tons of extras, and there's always yammering in the background. It's really interesting. And then he uses tinting, which is beautiful, and lots of overlay edits, and God, I love that. I wish we would bring that back into cinema because it's amazing. And some interesting camera work. I really loved this film. It stars Barbara Kent, who you may remember died 2 years ago at the age, or 3 years ago, at the age of 103. 103. May we all live that long. So this is a beautiful film. I definitely recommend it. And it comes with, on this Criterion set, I feel like they should pay me, really great set. Comes with 2 other, in the disc 2 other films by him. The Last Performance, which stars Conrad Veidt, and the sound version of his 1929 film, Broadway. Apparently there was a sound version, a silent version. And the sound version was, at the time, the most expensive film produced by Universal. It cost $1 million. It's a musical gangster film. It's one of those backstage musicals with gangsters, but I'll get to that. Hold on. So, okay, that was Lonesome. Then I watched them all, because they're all kind of short. And then I watched The Last Performance, and it's Conrad Veidt playing a sinister magician who falls in love with his assistant, but his assistant falls in love with someone who snuck into their place to steal, and then she convinced Conrad Veidt's character to hire him as another assistant, and then they fall in love, and then there's murder. It's okay. Conrad Veidt's amazing, and the cinematography is great, and apparently Fejos created a camera for this film that, where is it? That could, oh my god, what did it say? Okay, so there was zoom effects, but he created this camera that could shoot at any angle. Or maybe that was for Broadway. Now I can't remember. Hold on. Oh, okay, no, that was Broadway. Well, there's some interesting zoom effects, especially at the beginning, during the performance scene. That's really interesting. Definitely, if you're a Conrad Veidt fan, he's pretty super hot in that movie. So the third one I watched was Broadway, and that's the one where he created a special crane camera in order to get pretty much any angle possible, and it could travel at 600 feet per minute. And so there's all these like crazy zooms and things in the film, and amazing costume design. I wonder if there's a picture on this booklet of the dress. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. So they wear these dresses. No, too bad. Okay, they wear these dresses that make them buildings, and then they have like building hats. It's amazing. Showgirls, always good. So it's a backstage musical, but it's also a gangster film. Kind of amazing. I really enjoyed it, actually, because I love both musicals and gangster films. Lots of showgirl action, lots of stupid people trying to fall in love, and then gangsters getting in the way, and then love prevailing, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. This is a really great set. I would highly recommend getting it. I think, as far as I know, these are the only 3 films by this director that are available on home video, so it's kind of a bummer. He's clearly, a guy who really knew what he was doing. He's also a doctor and an anthropologist, among other things. There's a visual essay on here that was one of the other features that I haven't watched yet, but it's just one of these like unsung heroes of early cinema that everyone should know about. So you should check it out, definitely. Good thumbs up to the Criterion Collection for continuing to release things like this so that we can watch them.